Hello everyone, my name is Sir Murphy and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a Shinobi Striker DLC review. This is going to be a new series that I'm going to be participating in, where I'm just going to essentially go through each of the DLC characters released in all 3 seasons and pretty much give my opinion on them, whether they're worth their money, whether or not I like them, etc, etc. So yeah, we're going to be starting off with Jiraiya, which was the first DLC character released back in Season 1. I know that I'm really late, but I'm still going to do this anyway because it's a fun idea that I had, and I think that I will enjoy it. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so we're in the fight. As you can see, we have Jiraiya here. So he looks pretty cool. He looks a lot like, you know, the anime, which of course he should. So let's take a moment to look at the jutsu. So his first jutsu is Toad Oil Bombs. It lowers the target's movement speed and seals their ninjutsu. So this is very useful for, you know, pretty much rendering your opponent useless. His second jutsu is Ninja Art Needle Jizo, a defensive jutsu that hardens the user's hair to the point that it nullifies most attacks. Also automatically attacks all targets within range and temporarily reduces the effectiveness of attack targets recovering in jutsu. So essentially, it's a defensive jutsu that allows you to nullify most attacks. Emphasis on most, because whenever it says most, that usually means that there are jutsu that are an exception. For example, Madara's Majestic Destroyer Flame usually destroys most things, so this may be the case for Needle Jizo. And for his ultimate, it's Summoning Bring Down the House Jutsu, a jutsu where the user summons a super heavy toad over a target's head and crushes them. The shockwave created sends surrounding enemies flying. So, essentially, with Jiraiya, you get a ranged defense move, which is pretty useful in case you want to, you know, keep your distance or take out someone that you can't really get up close in contact with. You have Needle Jizo, which prevents you from being attacked or taking pretty much any damage, and also slows down recovery ninjutsu of those who touch you. And then, you know, you have a Summoning, which crushes whoever's dropped on, so it's instant KO. So let's jump back into the game.
Here I come.
So far, you can see me using Toad Oil Bombs. And it's pretty quick too. It starts out pretty quickly, and so does the Needle Jizo. That started out pretty fast. His combos aren't the fastest, but they're definitely not the worst. So it looks like Ito learned from last time. What I will say is, while his Toad Oil Bombs aren't the slowest, it's definitely dodgeable. You know, had this have been like an experienced player, they probably would have been able to get past it without much difficulty at all. The best part about Jiraiya's build is, well, I guess it depends on what type of fighter you are, but his Toad Oil Bomb his Toad Oil Bomb disables the use of, you know, the target's ninjutsu. And this is important because, you know, we always come across those people in Shinobi Striker who rely a lot on their ninjutsu. They kind of don't have combos of their own, and so they rely on their ability to use ninjutsu to their advantage. So I'm using the alt, and as you can see, it's actually pretty fast startup, and it's instant KO. It covers a lot of ground. This is especially useful, especially in cases where, you know, maybe you're in base battle, and the opponents, you know, there's a couple, and they're standing on the base. You can just use that to pretty much crush all of them. And if you're on a map like the Hidden Rain, where you can, like, get behind the platform and they can't really see you start it up, you can just drop it on them and wipe them all out without giving them much of a chance to prepare or get away.
The name of the legendary Sanin isn't just for show.
So overall, Jiraiya has a pretty cool build for a defense type. The Needle Jizo, I would say, is especially good in flag battle, because when it comes to flag battle, the platform that the flag is on that you have to stand in is much smaller than the area in base battle. So if you stand on that with Needle Jizo, it'll make it especially difficult for someone to stand on the base to take the flag without touching you and being knocked away, and having their ninjutsu recovery slow down. His Toad Oil Bomb is really good for disabling the enemy. Let's say you have a pesky range type and you want to, you know, keep them from doing too much damage. Hit them with one of those and your problem should be solved, temporarily at least. His ultimate is by far one of the best I've seen from defense types. It's fast, it's effective, and it covers a large range, and it's an instant knockout, which of course we all know some ultimates just aren't. Now in situations like combat battle, I feel like his Toad Oil Bombs would be great offensively. His Needle Jizo, I feel like that's more of something that you would use where you're fighting someone, they force you to substitute, and you know, you get away and they're charging you. Quick Needle Jizo has a fast startup time. Unless they're ridiculously close to you and you've done something wrong, you have plenty of time to start it up, and it'll prevent them from attacking you in the meantime, while you either plan your escape, wait for your teammates to arrive, etc. As far as survival exercise, I feel like, again, I feel like Jiraiya just has an overall useful build, and I feel like it is worth your money to have. So Jiraiya gets the Source stamp of approval, and yeah, I think that if you are looking for one, if you're a defense type main, which is the exact opposite for me, I actually hate being defense type literal most, but if you are a defense type main and you're thinking about whether you should buy Jiraiya and get his DLC, you know, my word isn't worth much, but I do recommend him 100%. So that is the end of this video. It's a little bit different from what I've recorded. There's also the smoke, what's the thing called? I forgot what that thing is called, but it's like a little smoke thingy on the ceiling. It keeps making that periodic beeping noise. The air conditioner's making a buzz in the background. I'm very sorry about that, but there's not much I can do. I mean, I could have turned off the air conditioning, but I'd probably get crucified by my parents for doing so. So I will not. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below anything that you would like. Maybe tell me what you thought of Jiraiya, your own experience. Maybe you have an opinion that differs from my own. You know, who knows. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.